Anyway.
Yeah.
Good day, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Realz Tennis Podcast. We are in podcast number 65, ladies, and I think
Lovely.
we qualify for Medicaid, right? We do, right?
We do.
We do,
Yeah,
right?
be my shit.
Oh, and we're also about to retire. After this one, we can retire and put our feet down. Although, no, not really, because
I'm
the
telling you,
economy is
if
crap.
the heat
So,
don't
okay.
get to us, I don't know. So before I go on, but I'm gonna introduce my hostesses with the mostesses.
Mhm.
Apparent call out last week for calling you bitches, but you know what? I do apologize for you.
It's
Someone called me
okay.
up on my
When
hypocrisy.
it's okay when bitch is said with endearment, it can be okay.
Exactly. You know, like I call my grandmother a bitch. You know, like it's the same
Oh
thing.
my God.
No, no,
Continue.
we never do
with the-
that.
yeah,
No, we
with
never
the
do that.
Don't
introductions.
you don't call your mama a bitch sometimes?
No, never,
Anyway,
never. Not if I want my
it's
teeth.
perhaps. Yes,
Right?
sister. So let's go. We have Andreen from Solely Tennis Travel. I got it right today.
Woohoo! Thank
And our foreign correspondent is actually live in foreign land somewhere.
Hello.
How are you doing, Janina?
I'm good.
We're so happy to have a live coverage from you. We're gonna get live coverage from you. You know, like back from the studio, out of the
Right?
studio. It's gonna be so exciting.
you. So where is she?
Right now, I am on grounds in Cincinnati, sitting at the Robert Mondavi Wine Bar, which is a great location.
Oh, wherever there's wine is always a great location.
This is true, but it's where the players sneak in and out, so they think that they're not seen. But look, boo, I see you.
And you're protecting yourself from the rain, right? Because I hear
That's
it's
right,
flooding
because
there.
there's going to be a rain delay like any second. It's getting more windy by the minute and darker by the second.
Oh, perfect.
Oh wow! So that's stopping the compelling tennis from happening.
Well, they're still playing. Oh, the players just left court. I see on
Okay.
the TV on center. So, yep, here we go. It's a great time for a podcast. Let's roll.
I do try.
So we're gonna be
ladies,
quick. We're gonna be quick and dirty
Yes.
today. We're gonna do a quick review of the Olympics, talk
Yeah.
about final feelings about tennis in the Olympics, and our and then a little review about Cincy and Janina's impression thus far, and then we're gonna bounce.
All
Yeah,
right, let's go.
and
So,
we have to promise you that we get another podcast coming up later down in the week where we have Andreen and Janina live
y'all
from
better
Cincinnati.
watch out.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be trouble in Cincinnati. Look, people.
Watch
Just
out.
remember.
Oh, and I want you to know that our lovely Tony is with me as well.
Oh, hey, Tony.
He can't hear you.
Oh, that's great.
Let's put that mic closer to your mouth, Janina. We can hear you.
Okay.
So we can hear you. But
Okay.
ladies, so I have been doing a little thinking, which might be a dangerous thing.
Mhm.
And back to our question last week when we were like, Olympics and tennis in the Olympics, meh. And I said, you know what? I was just like, why? Because we have professional athletes play other sports, like hockey and basketball, etc. But I think for me, I was talking about why I do in fact feel like, man, it's not just because Venus didn't win a gold medal, but it's because I think Olympic tennis it does not make any
and
statement
there
on
goes
the whole
Songa.
on the
Nobody
tour.
there's Joe Willie, but nobody even knows who he is. And I want to tell you that he still has that shit.
Then you go
fucking
touch his
hair.
boobies.
My
You go
God,
squeeze
is
his
that hair
bum.
horrible. I'm not gonna go squeeze him, but he looks horrible. What is he doing with that hair?
Okay, we'll give
Anyway.
you time. We'll give you time. We'll give you
Stay
time to go
focused.
on your rant, okay?
No,
Let me
Sorry.
finish
Put
up
your
the
peanut-
Olympics.
Yes,
It's okay.
Olympics.
But
Go
I mean,
ahead.
like, I really don't think the Olympics is any sort of like, if anything, sometimes it becomes an indictment of the tours as opposed to
Oh,
being like a
please.
statement,
Shut up.
because I mean, look,
Listen,
Money-
you know what? It's hard for you to say this now because we're just flush from Juan Martín del Potro making the Olympics a real joy. Right?
That is
I
true.
mean, so it's
That is
hard.
true.
It's hard for people to probably hear you say these things, given the fact that he just gave us the week of his life and essentially made the whole thing.
No.
really
Let's look
compelling
at it.
watching.
Let's look at it from
Yeah.
a different way.
Mhm.
Okay, so we know as tennis fans that the Olympics are not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of sport in tennis, how
Yes.
it is in gymnastics or swimming or track and field. We get that. But let's also imagine if they were excluded. There are plenty of people who want to be there the Olympics is important for a lot of people for whatever reason. We don't get to judge whatever reason. But, I mean, if they want to be there, they should be there. And the people that don't want to be there obviously don't show up. Hello, John Isner. Hello, Fifi Lopez. You know, I mean, if you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there. But I don't think that you have a right to deny someone to compete in the Olympics.
I don't know about denying, but I do think we have to, as Realz say, always said about Fed Cup and Davis Cup, to stop adding weaves. Okay, we need to place
in a resume weave.
Yeah, we need to place the Olympics within the context, not just it needs to be in the context of tennis, not within the context of every sport. Because one of the things I think about tennis in the Olympics is that with every other sport, it feels like the winner really went above and beyond and actually demonstrated their strength against the field. Not just love for the country, but it's like Phelps, Biles, all of Douglas, all of the people at the time.
Let me show you who I am.
Yeah,
right,
and let me show you why I'm the best in my field.
Sure.
In tennis, that doesn't really feel that way. Well, it feels like I'm the best of who's here, which is great. Which is great, you know, and there's a particular drama to that which I love, because let's be honest, the gold medal winning person, Monica Puig, fantastic.
Oh, fantastic.
We don't know but
nobody would have called that in a million years.
And that's what's beautiful about it. That's what's beautiful about it. It's what's beautiful about it, but it's also calls to the thing that we know about tennis, which is week to week. Sometimes you get one of those outlier weeks, and I feel like tennis in the Olympics is an outlier week.
Sure.
That's what makes it dramatic.
We were fortunate. I think because Olympics in
I'm sure it is.
I think because
I'm getting wet.
Well, honey, you're going to have to stay wet and deal with it for this podcast.
I think because in 2012 Olympics, what we had like the top winning the gold medal.
Yeah.
So we didn't really think, okay, then this is kind of problematic, right? We had Andy and Federer, who had just been in the Wimbledon final, though we didn't like the results, play again for the final. We had Maria and Serena again play for the gold, which God forbid that results, you know, for her stand wonderful. We had the Bryant brothers winning, and we had Venus and Serena winning on Wimbledon, having just won Wimbledon 2 weeks to 3 weeks beforehand. So it felt like, okay, then people who had been top.
It's a letdown.
Right, but this week is somewhat of a sort of like the cream of the crop didn't rise, I would say. But I have to give credit where credit is due. I would have to say that Andreen, in our private conversation, as soon as Monica beat Muguruza, she said, "Wouldn't it be wonderful if Monica wins this gold medal? I want Monica to win." She said this. She said, wasn't it such joy to see Monica when she beat Muguruza, double breadstick? And I remember watching that match, and I was just like, look at that. Monica ran through the WTA top 10. She just ran through.
Hey, get it
like
right.
Nobody's business.
He just pushed them aside like, hey, bitches.
Swat them. And you know what? And that's what's wonderful about it. But you know how tennis is, though. As soon as something happens in tennis, it has to redefine everything else that it's ever been. And it's like, tennis, calm down. Andy Murray is not the best player ever in the world. He's
just the best gold medalist.
Exactly, and not even the first repeat winner, which he is getting anointed in the media for pointing out. Which I'm like, he shouldn't need to point it out.
Furthermore, I mean, that is not like I mean, Johnny Vandale is an asshole, but he was not being like anti-feminist. He was just being an ignorant twat, like we know. He just didn't remember facts.
Johnny Vandale, the one who Andy Murray had to put. Well, I mean, in some weird ways, I don't even want to call him a sexist. He wasn't even sexist. I mean, he is in other regards, but it's the normal thing. Let's just pretend we don't remember last Olympics. I mean, Venus and Serena show up. They're the most decorated tennis players, I think, in the Olympics, but yet we have forgotten that. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
it was drama.
Which was one of the biggest story in the whole. which was bigger than Andy Murray, as a matter of fact,
No,
until
the
they bombed.
biggest story in all of Olympic tennis is that we have been ragging and joking on Rajiv Ram for months, and that
Oh my God,
motherfucker comes out with a silver medal. Like, how does that even happen?
Or Jack Sock. Let's talk about
I think
effort.
we're psychic.
No, but talk about
let me
effort,
just
though.
let me just
talk
let me
about
just say this.
effort.
A couple of things, two things. One, the tennis universe has scolded my ass for dragging Rajiv Ram. I have dragged Rajiv Ram since last year, Newport championship winner.
And look what happens. Can
And
you
look
start
what
dragging
happened.
Venus, please?
Rajiv Ram stand up there and just drag Venus to the ground. I'm telling you.
No, he luckily, he helped. He helped, but
Rajiv
there were
Ram-
moments in that gold
Rajiv
medal
Ram
match.
was there because the rule said mixed doubles required a man and had to be up in the court. That's how Rajiv. I'm telling you.
It was great, though.
I can't even begin. I have 2 pairs of licking for people at the Olympics, and one of them is Rajiv Ram. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you
I
did.
hear ya.
You got showed up.
6'3". You cannot get to fucking 6'3" in a super tiebreaker and then act like a fucking asshole.
Double
Don't
fall.
do shit.
Hey, well, apparently you can, and that's also how you lose a match.
Double
I'm just
fall.
saying.
And let me just say, Jack Sock, congratulations, because apparently you make nothing of significance in your tennis career unless you're with a woman. Just saying.
Oh my God.
Let me
And
just say.
Can he please
So when
share
we
with
hear
us
Jack
how
Sock,
he?
next time I hear you say some shit about equal price money and you try to throw your belt into that ring and you don't stand up for women, I'm gonna drag your ass.
You gotta remind him of that gold medal.
Because not only that, Jack Sock is a major winner, U.S. Open, mixed doubles with Melanie Odan.
It's true.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
All of his achievement of note has been mixed doubles and with a woman.
Well,
remember the woman.
and we
Jack.
also need to find out who his doctor is and how he's got rid of this walking pneumonia that.
Well, you know,
so
it's
horribly
I
in
cannot
singles.
even deal. You know what? Somebody take over.
Well, you know what? No. It's not as strenuous, obviously, to play mix. Because basically,
Andreen, quit making up excuses.
No, it's true.
Andreen,
wait.
you have
Remember,
pneumonia, whether walking, crawling, sleeping pneumonia, you need to be in bed in a hospital.
Let me make my point, because Rafa Nadal said the exact same thing when he played in the Middle East, I believe, and he was sickly, and he could not play singles, but he was able to play doubles. And someone asked him why, and he sort of chuckled like, it's not as much effort. So
Right.
it doesn't take as much, but and I don't mean he's being shady, but
I
you
do.
know, I mean,
Look, I am sorry. I am sorry.
Jack just needed some
You know
sleep.
what? That is just utter disrespect to your fellow players and the double specialists out there. It's disrespectful.
It's not though. Come on. Are you playing 4 hour plus? Come on. No. It's a quick match at most. It's 90 minutes at most.
Sorry, Andreen. Jack Sock ain't telling me he has a cold, a hangnail, maybe an ear infection, a toothache. He ain't telling me he got like I don't even know, like a cut on the wrist. I don't even know. He's telling me he has walking pneumonia. That he was diagnosed by a medical professional, someone who has an MD behind their last name, and he went to Rio with all the warning signs of all the madness running around in Rio.
No. He went to see Madame Pumphrey at Hogwarts.
Look, see?
Oh Lord. Listen. So wait. What's your claim? What is your claim? Your claim is that he was just showing a lack of effort. He wasn't.
I think he
I'm
likes
not
to make up excuses when he loses.
Because the summertime roll around and Jack Sock is never healthy, right? The best part of
he has
the
fitness
season.
issues.
Exactly. The time when he is supposed to shine, right? Jack Sock always have issues, and this year he can't use the cramping situation anymore. So this year we come up with something new, walking pneumonia. What's gonna be next year, Jack Sock?
Well, it's okay, but I mean, this is again another reason why I think the Olympics is somewhat magical, right? Because people go above and beyond what you would normally think they're capable of to get a medal.
Not hearing that.
Look, we can't go with the Olympic narrative.
If this story makes Bud Greenspan Olympic highlight reel, somebody's gonna get these hands. Somebody's gonna get these hands. So,
all right, let's move away from this.
Okay,
but you know what?
Final analysis.
Congratulations to Venus. Venus, we here question your ability to get another medal when you showed up in Toronto, somewhere in Canada, which you've never been successful, and we question, girl, why are you doing this?
Montreal.
What's going on?
She went to the final.
And you know what? She got a silver medal, and I would say one of the greatest Olympic moments for me is when she won the silver medal, sorry, I take that back. When she won the semifinal over
And the
Booker
joy on her
and the
face.
joy on her face. I mean, like, that's more than joy I saw when she won her first major, the second major. I mean, that's one of the best, the greatest moments I think was
Well,
for
you
pure
know,
joy.
when you don't think you're gonna get it. But I have to say, hands down to me, Juan Martín del Potro won the Olympics on the tennis side for me. The performance for the week,
Yes,
just
I
I
would agree
mean,
with that.
I think it just also points out why the tennis tour has missed him and why the tennis tour misses certain athletes. Their ability to go above and beyond and that hunger and that drive to win. I mean,
Right.
it's tremendous. Like that was the spirit that was being embraced that week. And when we talk about the ATP and we sort of shade the ATP, all you have to do is look at Juan Martín del Potro for the week and know what we're talking about. You know?
Right.
I
Right.
wanted him to win, not because, I'm indifferent to Andy Murray, but I know, Janina was like, I would have been happy with Andy Murray winning the gold medal,
Yeah, that's true.
but, you
Yeah, I'm
lost
fine
2 points.
with it.
You lost 2 points in my mind, Janina, just letting you know that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But, I really wanted him to win for a much more significant reason because I wanted the rest of the tour to realize here is a person who comes onto the court and believes and know he can beat the top players. And not just beat one and be like, oh my God, I'm so happy I beat Djokovic. No, he was trying to beat all three of them.
Every one of them.
Right.
And he showed that he put, I mean, had he not, I don't know, like, I
I
don't
mean,
know,
but
had
you
he,
know, in the end though, he played for 4 hours. See, I mean, I didn't think he was gonna last two, and in
Yeah.
that he went 4 sets. If he had just been able to eke out set one, I think we really would have been able to. I think he could have been serving for the
yeah.
fourth. He could have been serving for the match in the fourth when he lost serve. And you know what I mean? Like I think we could have had a whole different storyline, and and it would have been a
Yeah.
wonderful redemption. But
Yes, it would have been.
Well,
it's still a great. It was
You're
still a
right. Still
great
a great
run.
effort, and Del
Can we talk
Potro,
about
and
Kate before?
I would never forget
no.
2009.
No.
I would never forget 2009 Del Potro, but I
Wait,
really wanted to win the
Well,
gold.
we're gonna stay focused on tennis. Why can't we talk about Kate Nishikori, Janina?
Because he took a shower in the middle of the
Look,
match, apparently.
It's a rumor. Has
Look,
that been confirmed? Has that been confirmed? Has that been
Look,
confirmed though?
I
Or
don't
was that
know.
just a rumor?
I have
Was
no
that a
idea.
Conchita Martinez
Listen,
rumor?
Look, exactly. And Conchita
Listen,
wouldn't know a thing or two about how
regardless-
long you spent in the bathroom, wouldn't she?
11-minute breaks, really.
I mean, but
look.
you know what? People. You know what? I swear he must have been devastated. And let's not forget that Novak Djokovic took a timely bathroom break after losing that set against Roger Federer in the Wimbledon final
I need
in
to know what they're doing in there.
2015. And he looked in the mirror and beat himself in the face. Probably, you know when you do that slap yourself in the face thing.
They
Remind
have
yourself.
some privacy. I want to know
Yeah.
what the heck they're doing in
Yeah,
there because
I
they
think-
have
I-
privacy.
Look,
I
think you see,
I think Kei Nishikori went into the bathroom and said, "How the hell did you lose that set?" and beat himself in the face for a little bit.
look.
You know what? Whatever. I'm
think,
not a
look,
fan.
as
I'm not
someone
getting
said,
on the Kei Nishikori bus ever again.
look.
Until
I mean,
Well,
like,
it's not entirely illegal, right? I mean,
that's
there
the thing,
isn't.
and
That's the
we are
thing. The
learning that.
rules-
We're learning that, particularly in this Olympics, right? Things are happening where we're like, that don't look right. That looks,
but it's not. It's
but
not
it's
illegal.
not illegal,
so-
right? It might not be fair. It might not be moral, I guess, in many ways.
Or in the
But
spirit of
and
the
as someone
sport.
pointed out, let me give credit where credit is due. I believe it's Dan Martin
Mhm.
on Twitter. He said, I hear this, but Rafa can't be the one to be making this complaint. It just can't be him.
No, it can't
has to
be
be somebody
him.
else. It has to
It
be
gotta be
somebody.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Maybe Murray, just maybe
Well,
it
somebody
was,
who doesn't take a lot of time, and I don't know who that is. Maybe
And my thing-
Monfils. Monfils could be the only one to complain. He takes no
Asanga, perhaps. Because my thing is like, look, Nishikori, look, it's within the rule. You had to go pee, then you came back. I said, no, I had to go shake a shit. Then you came back. It's like, you know what? Let me take a shower. You're just like, you know what? Let me have dinner. You're just like, yeah. And what people forget was that both Nishikori and Vidal left the court together. They did.
Oh my god.
Well,
And
you
look,
know, I think it was.
there was an
I think it's-
official around, and maybe Nishikori was just like, hey girl, while you're here watching me pee, let's get something to eat, because, I mean, apparently, I'm gonna be out here for next hour, and I don't know what the fuck am I gonna be out here, and I'm feeling a little peckish.
No
What's good in
doubt.
Rio?
Oh my god.
But you know what? It was good for him. It was good for him to recover because I felt like it's weird. I mean, in a weird way, Nishikori's bronze medal, it's sort of. I felt good for him getting it because I feel like he's been pulling the hard yards all
And
year.
he needed something. So we know.
Yeah,
We know he needed
losing.
something.
Yeah, and he's been losing to
He needed
Djokovic on
something to keep on that
tour.
exactly.
Yeah, like he's been losing all the major encounters with the top guys, and if he couldn't climb over an exhausted Nadal, I think that would have been really probably potentially
Pathetic.
demoralizing.
I'm
It
gonna
would have
need
been
you to.
pathetic.
I'm gonna need you to check that qualifier when you said Dividal because
What
I don't-
qualifier?
exhausted than Dividal.
Let me tell you something. I can't even say anything about Nadal because guess what? Juan Martín del Potro must have been exhausted, and he played 4 hours. So whatever it is about the Olympics and about the joy in the audience when they're screaming your name and about the thought of a medal,
They have special water there.
it puts all these are athletes who go above and beyond because listen, and Juan Martín has proven that in the past. Like when he lost to Federer at London 2012, who thought he was going to beat Djokovic, who was
Right.
still fresh?
Not even Federer.
I know. Federer,
Yeah, we found that out.
Federer
Right?
being
That
a
was
shady
funny.
bitch, Federer. You were being a shady bitch. You were
wasn't being
rude and
shady.
disrespectful. You
No,
were
he
rude
wasn't
and disrespectful.
You know why he wasn't shady? Because he knew he went out there and had no legs, and Andy Murray gave him a beating. So he's like, "How's Juan Martín gonna do it?" But we know our faves feel tired like nobody's business.
Federer, I know you will give a little shade. It's just like you want that bitch, girl.
But nonetheless, I think the tennis in the Olympics was great drama. But
Yeah,
let's not make it more than it was. It was a wonderful week.
There was some cute storylines you could write, be like, oh, Juan Martín del Potro, not Novak last 2 matches at the Olympics was lost to the same man.
Yep.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
actually, did you also
cool.
realize that two of the men on the podium were exactly the same, just in the different order?
Right.
Right, yes.
And I firmly believe if Federer had been there, he probably would have snuck on that podium, probably in 3rd place.
Absolutely. I'm so angry with him.
Look,
But no, I mean,
Federer doesn't need any resume weave, but I tell you who needed a resume weave was definitely Nishikori, because God knows I don't know what we could have given Nishikori. He ain't gonna show up for the World Tour Finals. He clearly not getting his ass together for a major. So you know what, Nishikori, a bronze medal, and guess what? You are gonna light that Olympic torch come 2020 in Tokyo. They're
And
gonna
also
have
Jack Sock. I mean, who hasn't got? I mean, and Bethany Maddox Sands. I mean, these are all like amazing scenes. And Janina, these are amazing scenes. Could you explain to me that, please?
No.
Okay. But you know, for Bethany Maddox Sands, in case for Bethany Maddox Sands and Jack Sock, in case Donald Trump doesn't win in November, this is fantastic for them. So.
All right.
Let me get my life together. Oh, girl.
Okay.
I gotta snatch up my baby here right about now.
Yeah, let's switch gears. Wonderful drama. Thank you very much. I lobby for tennis to return to the Olympics in 2020 as a team sport.
Points.
Yeah, with points or as a team sport.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I think I love that idea. Actually.
I love the idea. Do it like gymnastics, where each day is the cumulative score, sets won, something like that.
Like
you really
and it would be much more drama built in and whatever. And I know a lot of people in tennis world like to imagine that tennis is so big and so great. Just so you know, tennis didn't even make NBC taped prime time. Yeah,
it never did. But it did make. You know what? You know what scene did make it?
It made news.
No, you know what made it to the highlights was Juan Martín del Potro kissing the ground and then also running over to the crowd and being embraced by the fans. That's what made the highlight reel. That's about the only.
You know what's funny? But it's interesting because I think earlier this year, Tomas Bellucci complained that when they played in Argentina, that Argentinian fans were just acting a fool in regards to the Brazilian, and look how happy the Brazilian embraced them. But anyway,
you know what? The crowd, I have to say, people have been up and down about the crowd, but the crowd made the tennis.
Yeah, absolutely.
It
fun.
It wasn't
I wish
always
they would act like that here in Cincinnati.
You might enjoy it better, right? Anyway,
no doubt.
Let's shift
you better
gears.
smile and try to get. Oh, and before I go, let me just give a shout out to Diva Dow for living your truth. and you embracing Mark Lopez and giving him that firm recognition that he is a significant partner in your life. Congratulations,
That was
David.
wonderful. That was wonderful.
I'm sorry, Andreen, say that again?
No, I said that was really wonderful. That pair was so happy, and it was love, and it was wonderful. I wasn't all about it, but for the people who love Vidal and who love Rafa and Mark, I think it was wonderful. They call him Team Cuteness, and that's very much what that is. Cuteness.
We call them Team Cuteness?
I'm sorry. Okay, all
what
right.
they're called, and I think they were
wait a minute.
adorable, and love is wonderful.
And while we're on this subject, let me just say,
great.
Romanians, I'm sorry. You see this Romanian bus? Y'all need to get your life together because that was a winnable match. Okay.
And also, but let's also congratulate. Let's congratulate Petra for sneaking in and getting that bronze, and Angie Kerber,
and Barbara, and Barbara, and Lucy Safashova.
Oh, and the Swiss.
Yes, Martina was pissy. She got a medal and she was still pissy.
Because she broke Levachkova's face. That's why she's pissy.
You know what?
Listen, it wouldn't be Martina if she wasn't pissy at coming in second. So,
but you know what? I am actually happy. Congratulations to Makarova and Vesnina.
Great.
You really deserve this Olympic gold medal. So I believe Russia has now had a gold in the singles, men's singles, women's singles, and now ladies doubles. So congratulations.
If there's ever proof that tennis in the Olympics is an outlier. But anyway.
Kafelnikov won for the men, so he's got 2 majors, no? So.
And Dementieva.
Yes. She's an outlaw.
She's adorable, but let's all be straight with that. That's weird. Anywho.
Moving on. So what's going on with our foreign correspondents? What's happening in Cincy?
I'll tell you what's happening in Cincinnati. There's a lot of fucking rain. That's what's happening in Cincinnati.
Poor you.
It's gonna be poor you in a couple days, so don't.
Well, no, I looked at the weather report, and it was gonna be clear on Thursday when I arrived.
It's lies. Trust me. It changes every 2 minutes.
Yes, here's our foreign correspondent live on the ground, letting you know, Andreen.
James from the body service here.
Oh, nice.
Would you like to say hello?
Oh, he's next to you?
Yeah, he's right next to me.
Hey, James.
Hold on. Put it in your ear. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How have you been enjoying it, James?
The parts that I've seen have been great, but it's been raining like every 5 minutes.
Aww.
Yeah, but I just saw Svetlana practice, which is
That's for Janina, but what I want to know is, have you seen my mans around? Have you seen Pierre Hugues? Have you seen, no, I think Sam is someplace else, you know?
I have seen Pierre Hugues.
Okay.
He's just walking around the grounds and nobody knows who he is.
And Janina not even trying to get me to hook up. See?
You could probably touch him.
Oh, I would probably more than touch him, but you know what?
Now, I have not seen your boo Sam Groth, though. I don't know if he's here. Do you?
I don't think he's here. He's playing in some challenge, you know. He ain't get his ranking up, you know, law.
Okay, listen, I'm practically in James's lap, so say goodbye.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Where's your husband, James? I mean, like, this is illegal here. I mean, like,
okay, hold the presses. Hold the presses.
Uncomfortable.
Hold the presses. Why? I mean, I just looked at the WTA draw because it's the first time I'm attending to it.
Okay.
What I love about this draw right now is that Misaki Doi is the #1 seed and is a lucky loser.
Are you serious?
To replace Serena. This is fabulous.
Oh, I was like, what?
Did Kerber pull out?
No. No, Kerber is still around because Kerber is chasing the
number one.
No, because she replaced Serena, and Kerber is the number 2.
Serena pulled those two leads.
So guess who Misaki Doi takes on next?
Who?
Christina McHale.
That's right.
That is wonderful, right?
Oh my gosh.
Serena. This sounds very suspect now. Very, very suspect.
I love it. This draw, I love any draw where Misaki Doi is the #1 seed.
But watch Christina McHale go down to Misaki Doi.
I love it too.
I will laugh so hard.
Watch that happen. Watch that end up happening.
Let me tell you about last night. It was I had to have a little giggle. My son was here, and we were over at the player entrance where you can get autograph. And I'm going to put her in her late 20s, early 30s. And she says, "Did Federer come through?"
Okay.
And I said, no, he won't be here. And she said, oh, I have tickets on Saturday. Maybe I'll get to see him then. I said, no, he's not here. He's injured. And she said, what about Serena?
Oh dear. This woman.
Oh my God, she's definitely getting her news from the Texas Board of Education.
I said, Serena pulled out today. You're not going to see her. She goes, oh, maybe I'll get to see her on Saturday. I said, no, like, she's not going to play here. You will not see her. This is my life.
I'm telling you.
Like, how do you show up? How do you show up to a tournament without knowing who's there? Like,
you know what? Delpo Feast walked by and she said, "Who's that?"
Oh
God. Okay, so she's just there to.
As she's just there to increase the box office sales. I'm telling you, this happens every U.S. Open too.
It's okay. I get it.
It's
she's
entertaining
as an entertainment sort of thing. Okay, that makes sense.
It's entertaining for me.
What's happening now? What's the man doing now? You better not get a seat next to her because she's gonna be trying to be like, I don't understand the scoring. Why is this happening?
Oh no, I won't be putting up with that.
So stay far away from her.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on the schedule today, but we'll see if it actually happens.
Oh, that's too bad. Who have you been excited to see thus far? First of all, let's get this out of the way. Has it been crowded? Your sense was that this was going to be a more manageable week.
It is definitely less crowded. Today is busy, but it is not as busy as it is when everybody's here.
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday was very relaxed. It was easy to walk up to practices. Tony went to Serena's practice, had, obviously a hard time to get in there, but that's a given. I walked up to Svetlana's practice yesterday, and there might have been 8 people. Last night, I saw Andy Murray walking the grounds by himself, no security whatsoever, didn't know where the hell he was going, had to stop and check the map of the grounds. That's not typical. I mean, usually he's surrounded. I mean, there's a lot less people here. They're in it,
That's nice and manageable on one level. Yeah, I like when that happens sometimes.
I appreciate
That's like old that's like old Indian Wells before it became like the monster that it is. Yeah. There's something kind of a nice treat about that sometimes when it's a little I mean, I'm sure the tournament wants more, but
right, I don't.
Fans sometimes it's great.
So Janina, what I want to know is did Professor Dumbledore rise from the dead and show up and help Grigor win that match yesterday? Because I like what? Grigor won a match in straight set and comfortably to 6-1, 6-2.
I didn't watch it, so I really can't tell you what happened. Tony said it was just pretty messy. Grigor.
He was messy, or the other player was messy?
I don't know. Well, he won, so who did he play? Simone? Simone was all over the place from what I understand.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that outcome. I thought for certain that, Simone's a wily player.
Yeah, I thought he would drop the first set, but definitely got his shit together for the second.
Well, good for him. I mean, this is a good opportunity for a lot of players to eke their way through this draw. Like,
I expected Taylor Fritz to win this morning. That didn't happen.
Oh, that's too bad. Like, for example, Andy Murray, unfortunately, is going to be playing potentially Ivo Karlovic or Juan Monaco. I don't know who made it through there.
Well, they haven't played yet. I'm excited to see that today. I hope it does, and it's on a small court. I'm excited.
Who are you looking forward to seeing for the rest of the day? What's your plan for the rest of the day?
I want to see some Pico. I want to see some Feliciano. I forget who else. Don't put me on the spot like that.
No, it's cool. I mean, of the players that are still around that you still want to see. Hey, the Feliciano Lopez match is Misha. It's Misha. He plays Zverev.
Yeah.
So that should be
I'm
fun.
excited to see that.
And why don't you tell us what you said about Zverev?
Zverev walked past me, and I got a good up close and personal look at him, and yes, he's beautiful. But he's still a baby. But he has gorgeous eyes. They're very light blue and pretty, and he seemed friendly enough.
I'm ready for that. That's my next generation pick. I'm between Zverev and Nick Kyrgios. Those are the two that I'm going to be putting my hat in.
I'm going to put Taylor Fritz in.
Oh, and Taylor Fritz, but you all got on me because Taylor Fritz was too young for moi.
Yeah, he got married. I'm finding that a little suspect.
No, I'm okay with that. He's following the Federer model. Stay steady,
Yeah,
baby.
Marriage work.
No, just stay steady
Right?
stay steady with a mate by your side to help you navigate this tour. It's a dangerous place for single boys.
and even those who are not so single.
Yeah, ask Fifi.
You know, you can get lost out there.
Ask
there.
Nole.
Exactly. And, you know, especially when folks like me out there trying to grab
Nole
hands, you know,
there.
and yeah, Lord.
Janina.
I ain't throwing
No.
no shade.
A ring has never stopped a single person. I don't know. Everybody believe marriage
It
somehow.
never does.
Never
So,
did.
Janina, tell us about your ventures to the eating hole that everyone goes to.
Yes,
Okay,
of course.
so
You know.
at the in a row, I ended up
Applebee's.
next to at Applebee's,
Mm.
Sosa.
Mm-hmm.
And at first he didn't seem very nice. I don't know who the guy is with him, but he's a dick. I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll give you that for sure.
You
Because
keep
I
finding
mean,
all these like dickish and asshole-ish people.
well, whatever. I bumped into him by accident, like a couple nights ago when we were watching soccer. You know, we had fun all cheering together. And at one point, I hit the guy he was with pretty hard, like, you know, whatever. And I turned to him and I said, I'm sorry. And he looked at me like, you crazy bitch.
Exactly.
so I
You're
decided-
hitting strangers.
Well, I apologized. I think it would have been worse had I not apologized. So then at one point I just decided he doesn't speak English because he keeps looking at me.
Here we
crazy.
go again.
But I found out later that yes, he does. I also found out that they're not very good tippers.
Well, it has
It-
something.
it-
I don't know if it's about tipping. I think it's also about
I know that they don't do
expectation.
that a lot.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
other countries
but they don't
sometimes.
do that a lot in other countries. They don't
Right.
do it all.
Or they
But,
tip
you know-
10%. but,
And in
you
other
know,
countries, they actually pay the wait staff a real
a
salary.
real salary. So they're
True,
sitting there.
this is
They
true,
don't
too.
realize that Americans are surviving on tips.
Tips,
Right.
exactly.
Which actually, to be
And
fair,
like I
it's
tweeted
true.
out,
I was in a store and this woman came. I was in a restaurant and this foreign couple leaned over to my sister and myself and asked, "What should we tip on this bill?" You know, which I thought was really
well, at
great.
least they asked.
You know what I mean?
Well, I was surprised to see Dolgopolov pull out of his match yesterday, you know, halfway through because he was not pounding beers at Applebee's before.
Maybe he was busy doing something else. You never know.
It's,
no.
you know, and it's possible, but that's typically what I've come to know. You see him in Applebee's and he's pounding beers and then he goes out and he loses. But he was
Probably
not.
done practice. I don't know.
Probably had the Bears at his hotel room.
Aw.
Because apparently Janina is out there clocking him
Possibility.
and putting his business out there, being like how many beers he had. So,
Hey.
maybe he decided to raid the hotel bar. You know that little.
How's your experience thus far? This is the Cincy experience you want to be having this early, aside from the rain?
You know what? It's nice, but I'm gonna tell you, they have made some budget cuts or something this year.
Oh, they have
There's-
a new person managing this
That's
tour,
right.
I believe.
They do have a new tournament director. Like,
Yep.
there is a big jumbotron screen outside of center court that you can always sit and watch matches, and it's been nice
Mhm.
because they've been showing all over the grounds actually, and not just tennis. So that's been nice. But there used to be these lovely cushy chairs out there and tables with umbrellas. Yeah, that's all gone. It's just
Oh,
stupid wicker chairs
no.
and no umbrellas. So that's kind of crappy. And you know what? I've always been really, really, really impressed with the cleanliness of the bathrooms here. And they are not as on par this year, and that's disappointing.
Oh, that's too
It's
bad.
not as pretty as it has been in the past. I remember we talked about it before, like there used to be flowers all over, and you said it was, you know, kind of like Indian Wells was getting that way. It seems that a lot of that's gone.
Oh, all the niceties. Those are the little things that make
Yeah.
the tournament really
But you
pleasant.
still can get the water, the ice. You buy that souvenir cup, hold on to it, and you get free ice. That's always.
Oh, they're still doing that. Good. I love
The
that they
one-
brought that
They
back.
still do
because
that.
before, I thought they were
Yes.
charging you 50 cents. But now they brought it back, so you just pay for the cup and then
You
get
know
it
what?
free. Okay.
Honestly, it depends on where you go get the ice as to whether or not they charge you for the ice. And sometimes it's free, and sometimes it seems to be a quarter or 50 cents. But regardless, that's better than buying, you know, $10 bottles of water. I don't know if they're really $10, but they're a lot.
That sounds fantastic, Janina. So we are so happy that you took the time, briefly though it was, to come on and tell us a little about your experiences there. Do you have any other questions, Realz? Any other
No,
observations?
I'm just happy that Janina is out there, and she's living life in joy. Try to get into Sveta's bed if you can, because once she go back to Russia, she's
Hey.
all 100%, straight girl.
Listen.
Hey, you know what? I want to say,
Listen.
we really appreciate. Not everyone's going to get this, but you took your son, and so he seems to have gotten some great hits, some great photos, some
Yeah.
great
He did. And you know what?
autographs.
He went up. Jamie Murray was just hanging out watching doubles last night, and I saw him. And I told my son, that's Jamie Murray, because he actually got a picture with him a couple years ago, and he lost the picture because it just, technology happens.
Mm-hmm.
So he went up to Jamie, and I said, what did you want to ask him? And then he decided to be shy. And I said, will you take a photo, please? And Jamie says, yes, of course. And he actually held the phone and came down to his level, and it's a really cute picture, and I'm happy for him. And he got a great picture with Chilich and a great picture with Garbi Muguruza. So,
yeah, she had like a million-watt smile.
Pro tip:
you know what?
Bring your beautiful child to the
bring
tennis.
your kid.
And you.
She's very friendly. Chilich is which I've always known Chilich to be very friendly, but he was more than happy to take that photo. So it was nice.
Oh, it's too
It
bad
says
you
a
guys
lot
couldn't
when
aim
players
for Rafa, his fave.
Yeah,
Have you
he
seen
was
Rafa
gone.
around the ground, or that's James is
I have
opening?
not seen Rafa. Rafa was due to practice yesterday, and he didn't show up. Later
So he
today.
and Andy definitely got on that private flight together.
Well, I've seen Andy, so Andy's here. So if they did indeed come together, then he's around. I mean, he's booked.
Yeah,
practice.
and they haven't withdrawn. I think he probably just wanted maybe just practice privately. And I mean, they're both in the draw, so
Right.
I mean, I know Serena withdrew after the draw and after she had practiced briefly. Did you get any sense on the ground of what's really going on? It's that arm, huh?
Yeah, it's the shoulder.
Okay.
Shoulder injury. Yep.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, did Tony feel about that?
Tony actually handled it really well because he wasn't expecting to see her anyways, and then she came, so emotions were running high, and he did get to see her practice a little bit, and then she withdrew. So poor thing has just, it's been a roller coaster, but he's handling it well. I'm extremely proud of him.
Okay, buy him a Coors Light, please.
Aww. Have you seen the person who's actually going to be winning this, which I assume will be Stan?
I saw Stan. I saw him yesterday walking the grounds. He looked pissed off as hell, right?
Because Donna Vekic won her match and she's still around. That's probably why.
Well,
Dear Lord.
Usually
no,
she's
this
cold.
was before. It was before Donna played. So I ran into Val from Tennis Inside Out later yesterday afternoon, and she told me that Stan and who's his coach, Mungus, is that his name?
Yeah.
Magnus
Norman,
Norman.
whatever the hell.
No, Magnus Norman, who was known for a long time. Magnus Norman was the Feliciano Lopez of the tour. He had great thighs.
Yeah.
Well,
and calves.
Apparently, he and Stan were fighting at practice yesterday, full on.
My only advice about that is Monfils sneak up in there and try to steal that coach. I've been on that bag for a while.
Hey.
You know what? By the way, I didn't notice. Is Monfils around? I did not know.
Yes,
he's there. Yeah, she says, "Oh, good."
He ignored my child like a pro yesterday, like he always does. He's an asshole. I never see him stop for people.
It's so sad because he would be such a fan fave. He's playing your favorite.
Look, you don't want to scare kids away. Have you seen him up close?
No, you know what?
He's playing Pablo. He's playing Pablo next.
I don't like that he doesn't even acknowledge that people are yelling his name. I'm fine with you not stopping, but say you don't want to. Like, seriously, I yelled at Nick Kyrgios to come yesterday, and he turned around and he looked at me and he said, I will not come. Like, I can appreciate that.
Oh, and we have been some of his biggest stands. That bitch.
Hey, you know what? He came back. And
okay. Sorry, Nicola.
But right then and there, he didn't come. But, yeah, like, acknowledge that people are – Monfils just totally ignores everyone. And
Mike, I had a picture with Nick because they kind of look like they're related, just so you know.
I tried to tell him that they had the same haircut and they looked a lot alike, but he wasn't taking any pictures. But yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I'm just tweeting out that I'm enjoying this conversation and we'll be posting this podcast
Yes.
very
So
soon.
let me let people go get their real lives together.
Yeah, it looks
Anything
like
else,
the ring
ladies? What are you
delay
looking
might
forward
be.
to, Andreen?
I'm really looking forward to possibly seeing my favorite Monfils compete. And I'm hoping that Masika Doi lasts throughout the week.
You know what? Given all the rain, she'll definitely still be here by the time you get here.
I know, as the #1 seed. And I'm also looking forward to, actually, let's be real, to meeting Janina face to face. We've
I
never
am
met
so excited.
face to face.
I'm so excited.
We've never met face to face. It's going to be an adventure. But
Oh, yes.
you know what? Life begins now, and I have to go to work.
Yes, you gotta pay those bills. So, Janina, get better, squeeze her butt. You know, if you can get a little, titty action, shake
Oh
out
my
of it,
God.
get it all
might
in,
beat
because
me
you never
up.
know. You never
All
know.
right. It's been
All right,
real.
ladies.
All right,
Thank you so
ciao,
much for
ciao.
sticking around, and fans, don't forget to tweet us, comment below.
And thanks for James from
Yes, James.
the Body
Hey.
Surf for
Yes.
saying quick hello.
Yes.
Take
All
care.
right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.